Hey love bugs, this is Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light. And many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you feel like the video just, you really resonated with the content that I put out, give me a thumbs up, share, let me know where you're watching it from, and what kind of insight that you want about the video that you truly resonate with, if you're comfortable enough to open up like that. And it's like whatever you're going through right now, you different things you're praying about, battles that you don't speak of, I'm sending whatever you're needing, I'm sending that 3 times fold towards your way to be consistent, where if it needs you to realign, charge, calibrate, whatever, I'm sending that toward you million times fold. You're going to get through this, and you're going to overcome whatever it is that you may be struggling with. Anybody coming in with nefarious vibes, oh, I'm so tired of that. I'm tired of talking about that. But anyways, anybody coming with deceptive vibes, Decepticon ass energy, there's nefarious vibes, that's what I meant to say. This got Decepticon ass energy, hey, whatever you're wanting for other people, that will clearly be your reality, especially if it's doing it for low vibrational reasons. No, you're claiming that. Nobody ain't claiming that. That's staying with you. So every evil eye go blind, mind and spirit go deaf, evil mouth just go mute. And the video I'm about to do today is called Twin Flame 101 Heyokas, they're pressed because you're pressure. I heard this the other day and I forgot where the heck I sent it from. Usually when I write it down, I try to make sure I give people the props that got it, but I forgot where I heard it from the other day, and I busted out laughing. I was just like, because there's a lot of changes you're going through, and maybe back in the day, you may have been that one that could have been easily influenced, or because a lot of times when we're like naive or gullible towards different things, and it's not saying but people being naive and gullible about different things in toxic people ways, that means you're stupid. They can be able to run game on you, and maybe they were able to do stuff in the back in the day. They can't do that now. You done went through a lot of experience, and it's like you've been through, I went through, been through it so much. You pretty much catching on when different things is being showed to you, or you do different things that where you don't like getting into arguments, but it's just like you at that point where you'll stand your ground. You'll speak when it's time for you to feel like look, I got something to say, and I'm not gonna keep dealing with it, whatever. But it'll be different things where you are staying on top of things, like I'm not gonna give that up. No, I'm not gonna sit down for my life. Yes, I'm gonna keep upgrading. Yes, I'm gonna keep making monuments for myself. Keep doing, leveling up, and just, placing myself on a bar. And it's not saying that you looking up, down at anybody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying within yourself, when you raising your standards on different things, where you want a better life, or you want to have a better lifestyle. Like, I don't even want to say a better career or job. No, it's at this point where a lot of people are starting to go to where they're creating their own line, their own brand, whatever they're doing this on their own. Because you get tired of working for people. You want to be able to, God will put you in different situations where you can't even hold down a job. He's guiding you towards, you ain't going to be that one that's working for other people. You're going to be that one that's going to have people working for you. Or you're going to be this one where you're going to have this purpose, and whatever it is that you're being led to do, it's going to be just not fruitful for you. It's going to be fruitful for a lot of people, to where this is going to, it's going to cause a positive and powerful ripple effect. And when you at that point in your life where, no, I'm not taking no for an answer. There's, especially when I know it's going to be something that's better for me, I'm not going to sleep on that. I'm not going to sleep on myself. You know, there'll be different times, there'll be situations that are going on in your life, and you'll be tired. You know, you got so many reasons why, like, Lord, I need to sit down today, I need to rest. And there'll be sometimes you really need to. But don't get comfortable in that, because a lot of times God will get comfortable, allow you to get comfortable just to see how long you're going to sit on yourself for that. And when you do that down, all of a sudden, stuff around you starts getting real, like, out of pocket. You know, if you start getting, like, out of pocket, like, you getting, you know, like when God said you need to get up out of your comfort zone. You know, and I used to get mad about that. I was like, there is nothing comfortable about this situation I'm in that I want to stay in it. But it's just what I'm doing. It's not mapping, you know, because it's contradicting what I'm saying. And I had to be able to step out my comfort zone. Like, there'll be days that I'm just drained and tired. But this is like, I need you to see what you're willing to do for yourself. Like, when your body's telling you, hey, I need you to rest. I need you to go ahead and meditate. I need you to go step into nature for a while. You know, I need you to burn some incense. I need you to cleanse yourself. You know, have a spiritual bath, have a spiritual shower, hold positive intentions. You know, clear your crystals and all those different things. You know, and you're going through these initial changes that you get mad serious about. Like, no, you know, because it's just like with me. It's like I hold pressure to myself, and a lot of times I gotta psych myself out. Like, I don't care about what people say about me. You know, I used to, but now it's just like people gonna see you however they choose to see you. It's how you see yourself is what's important. You know, you can't please everybody. There's gonna be people that just ain't gonna like you. You know, and they don't. I mean, you could be the most kindest person in the world, the nicest person, but it's something about you that irritates somebody. Demons, your lights irritate people. Now it's like you're moving around unapologetically, and it's just like, baby, when you start moving unapologetically like that, like, this is about making myself a better person. It ain't like you going out there, you going straight cutthroat or going pirate on folks and just going for the jugular. But this is at that point, you ain't got time for low vibrations. You ain't got time for people deflecting and projecting on you, you know, being combative. You ain't got time for that. You know, before you may have had time for it, but it's like now you at that point. Like, look, I'm on, you know, I'm on growth time. You on demon time. I ain't got time. That is not my time where I'm going to fit in for this. You know, and now it's just at that point. You know, it's like I see a lot of people where I'm seeing it on, you know, even on social media, where a lot of people moving in silence right now, or a lot of things you got to move. You know, you ain't supposed to say nothing until it's time for checkmate. And I see a lot of it in downloads. Don't show nobody. You know, it's like, you just like show them, don't tell them. You know, and those are the different things that I feel a lot of. Show them, not tell them. Because, you know, it'll be just those different things that you're going through that now. It's like, you'll want to say something, and then it'll be just, and it's just like something you're proud of, or something, you know, that is amazing that's taking place in your life, but someone's telling you, nah, it's too soon, don't do that. You know, it's too soon, don't do that. I mean, you moving different. You know, I see a lot of people, and it's just like, and the way I'm seeing it two different ways. It's like I keep seeing snake. Like, snakes, it depends on how you're seeing them. You know, if you're seeing a snake shed, you know, in an image, it's just like they're becoming something different. You know, you can see this as a positive, or you can see it as a negative. It just depends on what your situation is. You know, especially if you hold Wiccan vibes, or, you know, practitioner vibes, Reiki or whatever. There'll be a lot of vivid things will come to you and will speak messages to you on different things that's taking place in your life. You may see it on tarot cards, you may see it on a movie, or you may see it on a commercial, or different things like that. You're going through a lot of changes. You know, now if you're seeing different things where you're seeing, you know, snakes and getting the pot top off, you know, it's like God's cup. You know, getting them serpents. You know, he clearing paths. He going through a whole lot of stuff. You know, you're going through these initial changes where the veil is really thinning, and this is what it's supposed to do. Like you won't get tricked or misled when you're seeing certain things that just ain't right to you. It's like the more truth is starting to emerge more out now, and that's making a lot of people that don't want that to take place is not really is kind of, you know, conflicting, because it's just like when you're on this mindset where I'm not gonna believe what the next person say, but I'm gonna believe what is my intuitive telling me, what are my guides telling me. You know, and there'll be a lot of things. You may see an image of it and boom, next thing you know, you seeing it. Or you might say something and boom, you hearing a message being repeated to you. Because I hear a lot of people are saying, you know, a lot of spirits saying right now, your intuition is on point right now. Okay, your intuition is on point. If that was a sign that you were looking for and you were like, wait a minute, yes, your eyes and your mind's eye did not fool you. Because it's like now you ain't just looking through the eyes right here. You looking through the mind's eye right now. You've been doing that for a good minute. And it's just like a lot of things you moving, you moving when you need to move, just like that. You know, and I say, you know what I'm saying. You being guided a certain way, you being guided that way. You know, you doing different things you don't need to make announcements about. You know, you're starting to see a vision of things taking place. And then, you know, if you tell yourself, you know, okay, you know, you're asking God, you know, you asking your guides, hey, is this what I'm seeing? You know, or is this, you know, my mind's telling me this, or, you know, my instincts is telling me this. I just need confirmation. Because there's a lot of things that God is sending you towards different, you know, assignments, just to see, are you in tune with yourself, your higher self, you know, you listening to yourself, or are you going through your intuition and really, you know, he'll put you in different things, situations, like he's going to see, okay, is your, you know, you going through your intuition, or you going by what somebody, you know, illusions being passed by, or you feel like, you know, you being, you know, singled out, but there's a lot of people that's watching you. You know, you're going through a lot of pressure. I mean, you are creating pressure, because it's just a fact is, number one, you shouldn't still be here. It's like you just don't know how many times you done. I mean, it's just like the skin off of the teeth. You don't even know how many times you've been protected from stuff. Like, it's like your ancestors don't sleep. They're around the clock watching. You like, shoot, you know, you don't even sleeping when you're dead, because you still wide awake. You know what I'm saying? They woke, you know, and they know you're going through all these initial changes in your spiritual in many different ways. And a lot of times you don't even know until it's just like, oh, okay, you know. So it's just like you're going through different things, and it's like you're not allowing somebody to pull wool over your eyes, or somebody peeing outside and then tell you it's raining. You know, you'll be on those vibes. It's like, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty, but there'll be a lot of energies. It's like they guilty until proven innocent. So, you know, you need to go by what is being vibe towards you. You know, be different things. You got to be very careful. It's like universe just telling me right now, if you going out and somebody's trying to get you to go someplace like over the weekend and you feel iffy about it, don't go. Okay, don't go. I don't know why I was told to say that, but if somebody's inviting you to go somewhere, you know, and it could be somebody that you usually go out with, you know, but there's a lot of things where a lot of things are being hidden for a certain reason, you know. It'll be different things that it's going to start becoming clear, like when this sets off, whatever this chain event is, it's going to set off a whole bunch of chain events that you may have second guessed something and you thought it was, and be like, no, that wouldn't do, they wouldn't do that, or you know, no, and then all of a sudden there'll be a chain of events, the whole truth. It was like, yeah, your gut was telling you about this the whole time. Or you got to be careful about certain things that you speak on. Like I said before, was it yesterday? You know, change your routine up. You know, do different things at different times. You know, don't be so, you know, a lot of times, you know, I used to be anal about just, you know, doing things at a certain time at a certain day, you know, certain amount of this and certain amount of that, and I would do that. And then I was just like, you know, even Spirit said, stop. You know, you're being watched way too much right now. Stop, get out of your routine, change it up a little bit. You know, if you do something in the morning now, start doing it at night. Or if you're doing it again, change, do this again. Don't stop doing stuff at a regular time. Especially, it's like, right now, it's like desperate time coming for desperate measures. There's a lot of different things that's going on. You may be all up in your own world, but there's a lot of people focused on you. Because it's like, you shouldn't have been here. There's so many traps that you should have fell into and you haven't. There's different things that have been placed on your line that should have had you just erased by now. And there's just so many different things people don't understand why, anything to go towards you is just not working out the way they're supposed to. It's not. Because that's not what your destiny is. People are trying to create that as your destiny, But you're going through these different things is where you holding pressure. And there's a lot of people that's pressed about that. Like I said up here and say, there'll be different times where people will do things to really go out your way to really, so you and it was like, really go out to really try to trigger you. And it will be, maybe it'll catch you off like, what? It'll come out of nowhere and it'll just be like this. And it's just like you're too on your vibe. They got to be able to switch you up a little bit. You're too focused on what they don't want you to have. You're too focused on, moving through, and you're not playing with nobody. You ain't even playing with yourself, and it'll just be like, look, I know what I want. I know what I want to achieve. And I know what, things I have to do. And I have to be very strategic about this, but I have to be very strategic and be silent about the different moves that I'm making. You don't know everything that's going on around you. Your ancestors do, but you don't. But it's like you being put in these situations where your spiritual senses is really, kicking off right now. And they needed you they don't put you in a situation where even though you're protected, they want something like, I'm trying to make this make sense. It's like they need you to get more in tune with your spiritual oneness, like your intuitive, your intuition, your third eye. You're getting a lot of downloads right now, a lot of vivid dreams. It's like preparing you for whatever, and you're learning these things through, healing, allowing yourself to see, and even it's hard to be able to see the most positive things out the most chaotic situations. But then, when you are really forcing yourself, like, I want to heal. I don't want to constantly be thinking about the negative things that's out of my control. I want to be able to be free from that. I don't want to be constantly focused on that. And it's like when you stay focused on that, that's what the enemy wants you to do. They want you to be upset. They want you to be focused on the things that they're doing. And it's just like when you focusing on you ain't got time to be worried about what other people are doing. You focused on you, It'll be those things where, a lot of times universe and the answers like, I wish they would really, why they doing that? They see what you're doing. I wish they would do it too. But, you're going through all this growth and it's happening at a very rapid rate, even if it may not feel like it. You just don't know how like heavy your transition is really going, even when it feels like it's taking forever. And it's like you had to know the truth to you through sequences of mishaps, deception, betrayal, just gutter-butt things had to happen for it to cue off some stuff. And just like I said, with even your trauma, it's triggering your spiritual gifts. This is how it's allowing you to know yourself in the purest form when you're knocking everything out the way that's holding you back from knowing your purest form. That's why a lot of times it's like people even in our family don't want you to know how powerful you are. So they have to put you up in situations that always make it look like you just the person that just gonna never get it right, or you're the only one that's always never successful but other people are. They will put you in a light like that and not realizing that's giving you your own time to invent yourself. If you choose to, or you gonna allow low vibrational people tell you what you are not, because that's what they're scared you might find out of what you truly are. Because a lot of people tell you, no, you can't do that. Your dreams are too big. You can't do that. You don't have enough money. What resources you have? All these different things is taking place in your life. You say, I can do anything I put my mind to. If I can put my mind to all this stuff that ain't even important to me, just think about what my mind can do on things that can help me grow, things can make better life for me, have me in a better lifestyle, to be able to live better, do not just better for me, but helping other people to do that in the process. And you had to be able to grow through these chaotic sequences just for you to be able to figure out your life purpose on what you choose to do. You know, you may have gone through something and you were just so adamant to just be able to say, I never want anybody to ever feel like I felt. I never want anybody to feel like they're by themselves, because when I needed people, I didn't have that in my life the way I was here for other people. And now you're creating that for you to be a better person, just for you to be that, like, you know, with me, I say I'm inventing myself to be that person I always needed when things got really bad for me. You know, be there where there's somebody in my life that is authentic. It's not, they don't have an agenda, they don't have a motive, they're not, you know, trying to sit up here and skinny marinky dinky me or whatever. You know, I'm not doing that, but it's allowing me to reinvent myself on saying I want to be that person I needed, like back when I was going through stuff and I didn't have nobody to go to. You know, I want to be able to go through that. And there'll be a lot of things that you're seeing. I had to be able to go through that. I always be that person that always being kind to people. And a lot of times they use that, you know, they use that kindness as weakness. You know, sometimes you can be the most kindest person and so many people can crap on you and it'll make you the most bitter one. You become one of the people just because this is what you experience so much in life. You know, this is what is supposed to happen. But it's like, I feel like it's up to you how you want your life to be. But you had to be around people that has kind of went through certain things like you did. And I mean, life is just amazing. Okay? Life is really amazing. And I mean, that person is still trying to add more leverage or still trying to add more, you know, level up in some kind of way. You know, where, oh, okay, I'm not just stopping here. You know, I got more stuff I need to bring into my life. More people I need to touch. More people I need to hear my experience. So just so they know, if I was able to overcome and achieve this, they can be able to do it too. And I'll tell them all the different things I went through, all the things I had to face, all the things that I was connected to. I didn't, you know, addictions or whatever. And I mean, get really, really, you know, no filter, just get straight raw with it, authentic. You know, and it triggers off an effect like, hey, you know, either that can scare you and not make you want to go through that just to make something better, or that, I mean, that'll be something that will drive you to want to go through that. You know, it's like, shoot, I've been, you know, sleeping on myself, everything. You know, people keep telling me my life ain't great, you know, or nothing will be able to happen. You know, you just don't know. There's a lot of people to see the potential in you. To see that, I mean, see something in you where if the right person is set up, and that's what you're doing, you creating a sequence to where you being set up just where you can be seen by that right person. Or it would be a connection that you needed to have, but you had to go through all the trials and tribulations on healing, cutting away the people and the situations that's no longer needed in your life, being able to forgive the most unforgiving thing and making peace with it, because you don't want to come out, you know, a bitter person that you know, you giving people issues that they, you know, they didn't cause. You know, you go through all these stages and it's helping you heal. It's really helping, you know, become a better person. All because you applying pressure and you holding it there. You know, you can see, you know, I can see how people used to manipulate me, or I didn't want to argue, you know, so I let them have their way and stuff like that. I used to be that type of person, but I would get brutal, you know, when it was time to be brutal. But it was just at that point, now it's just like, oh, you can't manipulate me like that. Or, oh, I'll play stupid when I need to. Or I'll play ignorant towards certain things I don't need to. And just still be, you know, in the cut, just watching, you know. And it'll be those different things where I've changed so much. And there's so many people just hate me for that. You know, because I will see different times where I see people are going above and beyond. Just, is she upset? You know, and really be trying to feel me out. I'm like, hey, are you okay? You need an aspirin. Is your head hurting? All right. Anything else you gotta say? Because I'm like, if you're waiting to see how I'm being affected, you'll be waiting for a long time. Because I wasn't affected because I already knew exactly what was taking place. I'm not about to give you that kind of pleasure. I mean, I had to really go through that to where I had to, like, when you just gonna stop reacting? That's what they're looking for, a reaction. And it's just, don't give them one. That is a reaction. You ain't got to give somebody, you know, everything don't have to be announced. And I had to be able to tell myself that. Go through all the changes. Like, you stay where you know where you want to go, and you stay committed to that. No matter what is going on, no matter how many people are running against you, you stay committed to yourself. You know, a lot of times we be feeling like we're going through a lot of stuff by ourselves. Be surprised of the backup that we have. You'd be surprised of all the things you've been protected from that you are so clueless about. Because that army you got right behind you that you are not aware of. You know? And you're going through these daggone changes. So what if you keep doing it, baby? You know, you doing it. I mean, now you are a person that may have been shy, and now you giving it to them. Like, you know, it's like you ain't being bitchy or anything about that. But it's just like you stand on your word. You know, you ain't gotta allow people to piss you off. You ain't gotta allow to be disrespected. But there'll be a lot of times where you just gotta, you know what, let me distance myself. You know, or a lot of times where people are looking for you to be raised. You know, that's the best time to be silent. Even though when it be hard, because I'll be that type of person. Like I'm about that life. I'll bust a bottle on the curb type that life. But now I'm just like, is this applying towards my growth? Is this where I'm at right now? That I'm still doing this? No. You know, and I really have to just laugh it off and just go about my business. But it was just like, you had to be able to go through that. A lot of times, you just wonder, why do people always try to trigger you? Your triggers are supposed to be your triggers. That's what they're there for. Whatever it is that you still have a feeling about or still have an emotion attached to it and it's not a good one, this is telling you, hey, this situation still bothers you. You know, allow yourself to heal from that. It's just like a lot of my pet peeves that I used to have before are no longer my pet peeves. They're no longer my pet peeves because they've been done so much. You know, it allows me to use that power that is being given to me to upset me to upgrade myself. So it's just like you have people really trying to go out their way to try to hurt you. And I mean, they're clearly giving you their power. You can transmute that and use it to anything you want to, you know, and transmute it for the greater good of you and use that to keep on creating better for you. You redefining yourself every day you get up and you choose to say, you know what, I don't know what today's going to bring me, but God, please give me the strength, or whoever you pray to or whatever, give me the strength to be able to move through today energetically, not allow things that are out of my control to hinder me in any kind of way or keep me in a low vibration, or where, you know, a lot of times it's like you having a good day and then somebody got to come in there and crap on it just because they don't want to see you happy, you know. But is all a choice about what you choose to do with your life. You either can let it grow or allow it to cripple you. I mean, some people in this world allow themselves to want to be disabled on purpose because that takes change, accountability, honesty, and authenticity. And that's a lot of people ain't ready for that. And now it's just like, if you know you want your life to change for better, you know, I think it is, you need to start switching up on what you want to, you know, tie yourself into. But you have to go through these situations that it is benefiting us. And even a lot of times it's hard, and I say that, and it says 1, 2, 3. When I see that, it's like it's easier said than done. Yeah, but if it's supposed to be easy, everybody would do it. Think about that. Everybody would do it if it was that easy. But if it's just like when you know you're giving a vision of your life being totally different than what you are in now, and universe and God saying this could be your life, you got to keep it to yourself on what vision we have for you, because everybody's not going to, you know, it's just like you having a big portrait. Everybody's going to come up with a different view of what they're seeing. Everybody's not going to come up with the same view, unless you're a yes man and you agree with everything that's said. Now you really need some help. But it's just like everybody doesn't have the same view as you. That's why a lot of times people don't understand the path you're on. It's not even meant for them to understand. This is your journey. You know, this is you. You know, you need to wake up unapologetic. You know, I'm not going to dim my light for nobody. I'm not going to bite my tongue on the truth for nobody. I'm not going to belittle myself or make myself look small just to make you feel big. I'm just not going to do that. This is all about self, you know, self-respect, self-love. It all starts from self, you know, and we're growing through that. When we start allowing ourselves to not say, oh, if I have this, you know, materialistic things, 3D, low vibrational things. This is what makes me happy. And when I see that, and I said, no, even when you say that's going to make you happy, now there's something else that you're complaining about. And a lot of those things you have to understand that you can have everything that you want in the world. When I have that, it'll make me happy. But when is it going to be with self that you're going to start making yourself want? It's like, because all these artificial things or low vibrational things is, you know, I can see where people are still miserable even when they do have those things. So obviously there's something eternal we need to do instead of trying to go out external. But like I said, it's easier said than done, depending on your life. But, you know, it's just like I said, you know, you're going through this. Allow yourself to still be pressure. Because, you know, people are pressed. You know, they're really trying to understand. You know, a lot of people feel like they know you better than you know yourself. And I always say, they had access to that old person. You even have to reintroduce yourself to a new person every day. When you choose a different vibe and you're like, low, you know, like, hey, I was on 2.5 yesterday. I feel like a little bit 4.6 today. Let me go ahead and ante up on that. I'm adding a challenge to myself. You know, and I mean, when I do that to myself, it's just like I'm very competitive with myself and add emphasis only with myself, not against other people, but with myself. Whatever my issue was yesterday, I want that to stay in yesterday, and then I'd be on a different vibe today. Whatever was like a trigger to me yesterday is going to be my biggest comeback today. Let me go ahead and work on that today. Let me allow myself to understand why, you know, those different things, you know, got me in my feelings, or what, you know, it took me off of my positive vibe, you know, all those different things. But you're going through these changes, and, you know, whatever you're doing, you know, congrats, keep doing them, okay? You know, you keep growing, you know, even the littlest victories you get, you celebrate yourself for that, okay? Because, I mean, if you could go through a whole day and say, even when you didn't want to be progressive today and you were lazy, like me, you know, so I got something to eat and I just didn't want to, you know, just want to do anything. But then it was just like, you know what? Go ahead and do what you need to do, girl. It's like, what else you got to do? You know, and go ahead and do it. And I mean, I feel so much better for that. And it makes me feel good that I decided to not listen to my old self. Because like I said, you know, it's not us against the world. It's us against ourselves. You know, you are clearing out that old you. You know, that vessel is almost gone. And a lot of times it takes us with so much work to stay in the present. Okay, so much work to stay in that new vibe. You know, be things that make you want to go back. Like, oh, made me want to go back to Cali. Cali, you want me to go back? You know, like, nah, I don't think so. You know, be one of those type of vibes. But yeah, you keep doing what you're doing. You know. And I hope you were able to get something out of this video. You know, you're going through changes, and I know it's not easy. Going through change is not easy. Trying to face your fears is not easy. You know, dealing with a lot of things and you don't understand how you're going to get out of that is not easy. But you staying stuck in a situation where you are no longer needed, now that was just, that could have been unavoidable. You know, that could be avoided. You know, it's just up to you what you choose to do. So keep applying that pressure. Don't allow nobody to make you, you know, you slack off or nothing like that. You know, other people ain't got the missions of you. You know what you got going on in your life, and you know what you're trying to aim towards. So, you know, keep that vision with yourself. Even when you're going through things, it's hard to be able to do that. But allow that to always stay, you know, in your tunnel vision. When you know you're wanting that into your life, that's all about faith, belief, confidence within self, and, you know, your fruition of what you're trying to manifest. You know, be many clues you get every day. You gotta be, it's up to you to be able to see them. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I hope you have a blessed, safe week and be responsible for every single thing you do. You know, like I said, congratulate yourself on every milestone that you choose to be a better person. Every time you choose to heal, every time you choose to cut away, choose to forgive. You know, allow yourself to be congratulating yourself for that. That's celebratory. You should be able to do that. You know, instantly you celebrating the change within you. You never know where it's going to lead you. So you'll see me on my next video. Much love to y'all. If you want to feel generous enough to drop a donation, please do. Cash App is there. If you want to connect with me one-on-one, email is there, or DM me as well. All that is there. So much love. Namaste. God bless. I love y'all. Shalom. I say God bless. Peace.